Hey everybody, welcome on into the Delmarva Sports Insider. I'm Sports Director Brandon Bossert.
It's your Philly sports anchor Devin J. Martin. We've got another great week of action on the shore. The regular season is kind of wrapping up, Brandon.
Yeah, in the Bayside, it's all wrapped up. We still have a couple of weeks left in the Henlope, and we start tonight with a winner-take-all game between Decatur and Parkside for that Bayside South Championship in boys lacrosse.
Yeah, they were the top two squads in the division all year. They combined for a 7-1 division record, but we got to be honest here. There's a huge gap between these two teams.
There was a huge gap, it seems.
Yeah, it's all season long and definitely today as well. Decatur blew this game wide open as soon as it started. The Rams defense stood no chance to the Seahawks onslaught. Throughout the season, Brandon, Decatur led the Bayside in scoring. The total Bayside North and South, they had 157 goals through their first 12 games. That's 13 goals a game. Well, today was no different. They jumped out to a 10-0 lead.
That's how you start a game.
Yeah,
championship
and they're
game.
just goal after goal after goal. The Rams, they just didn't show up today. They stood no chance in this game at all against Decatur.
Yeah, final score was 16-2. And that sets up a great matchup with the Kent Island Bucks. Kent Island won the North tonight, so these two squads will be facing off on Monday for Bayside bragging rights. That should be a great one. And now a shout out to Decatur girls lacrosse, who defeated Parkside 14-5. And with that, the Decatur Seahawks sweeping the Bayside South titles in lacrosse. And Queen Anne's defeats Kent Island tonight 14-5. So Bayside girls lacrosse, Decatur versus Queen Anne's. Will be a battle for the girls lacrosse championship coming up on Monday. Should be a fantastic game. Now let's move on to a perennial title contender in boys lacrosse in Delaware, checking in with the Cape Henlope Vikings.
Yeah, is this the year Cape can recapture that state championship in boys lacrosse?
They haven't done it since 2019.
No, they haven't done it. Obviously, they made it to the championship last year, and it didn't go so well.
They keep coming up just short against Salesianum, too.
And now today, it was senior day for the Vikings, and they blew out Sussex Tech. They looked on point, dominating the Ravens 21-5. And Cape is riding an 8-game winning streak, including blowout wins over Milford, Dover, Central, Smyrna, and even taking down Wilmington Friends 10-9, handing them their only loss of the season.
Wow, so I didn't realize that Wilmington Friends was that good this year.
Yeah, they're really good, and Cape was obviously better, but they still have a few more tests before the playoffs start.
Yeah, Cape Henlope has 2 remaining games, one against Archmere, another one against those Sals, the team who took home the title last season. And actually, Salesianum has been recently ranked 4th in the entire nation in high school boys lacrosse. So Cape Henlope and Salesianum are perennial championship contenders. They faced each other the last 3 state championships.
And last year's game was really, really close, but Sally's just had the edge on the Vikings. So let's see if that can change this year.
All right, stay updated while we're at these games in real time. Follow WMDT Sports on Facebook and X right now. Now let's head over to the Circle, one of the best in the Bayside, wrapping up their regular season today. North Dorchester, defending state champions, 2 losses on the year. Could they get yet another win today?
Well, let's find out. Delmarva Christian would find themselves down 4-1 to the Eagles. The Royals would have to tap into the bullpen a little early. Kylie McCabe trying to keep the runner stranded, but that's a base hit to left field. 2 runs come in, and it's 6-1 North Dorchester. But the Royals would catch a huge break, line drive back to the pitcher, throw to third, runner is safe, but the throw to first gets the runner. Double play for the Royals. Now, they wouldn't get much from the bats, though. Eagles ace Emily Cohey was lighting it up today in the Circle, only giving up 1 run on a bases-loaded walk. Delmarva Christian wouldn't be able to get anything else.
Yeah, and Emily Cohey is a fantastic pitcher for North Dorchester. She's the main reason why the Eagles took home that 1A championship last year. North Dorchester picking up their 15th win of the season tonight. Final score 7-1. So they now have their eyes set on Mardella for that Bayside Championship game coming up next week. You can watch North Dorchester in the Bayside Championship in softball coming up on Tuesday. The defending 1A state champions will play the Mardella Warriors. This should be a fantastic battle between 2 championship contenders who I think should be meeting up come the 1A playoffs. So,
yeah, obviously, North Dorchester won the championship last year for the whole state of Maryland. And Mardella this season has been on a warpath, 20-0 regular season, scoring 263 runs and allowing just 11.
They are a juggernaut this year.
That is dominance, and it's their first undefeated regular season in program history, so congratulations to the Warriors for doing that. And this game is Tuesday night at 5 at Margie Knight Stadium at Salisbury University.
And, of course, Emily Cohey is still with the North Dorchester Eagles. She is maybe the best two-way player in the entire conference. So just because Mardella beat North Dorchester earlier this year, anything can happen in this game.
Anything can happen. You know, you can't rely on just a regular season matchup to predict what happens in the playoffs. Things always flip.
Yeah, now speaking of softball conference championships, congratulations to Sussex Central softballs. They win the Henlopen North title for the third straight year this week. The Knights defeating Caesar Rodney 6-2 to take that North title, as Central will play the winner of the Henlopen South coming up on May 17th.
So, yeah, that's going to be a really good game as well. I'm really excited to see who's going to come out the winner on that game.
And, of course, it could be Lake Forest be the team to face Central in that Henlopen Conference Championship. Laurel ace Kylie Hill was on for the Bulldogs in this game between Lake and Laurel. Kara Sumter was opposite Hill for the Spartans. She was dotting the zone all afternoon. 0 free passes by her. Hill going to get Caitlin Pierce. We're scoreless into the 7th inning. Pierce gets another crack at Hill here. Runner on second. Pierce with the chopper over to third, but the throwing error is going to allow the run to score. Here comes Carly Rebuck rounding third. She's going to come home, touch home plate, and that's going to, for all intents and purposes, win the Henlopen South Championship. So Pierce walking it off for the Spartans, and Lake is now 7-0 against Henlopen South competition. So Central versus Lake, we saw them play a fantastic game earlier in the regular season. Should be another great game come the 17th.
Yeah, I got Central in that game, though. I won't even try to hide it. I think Central is going to be able to close it out.
All right, we'll see what happens. Now to the Diamond Battle of Georgetown Tech, handing Central first loss of the season. I think that we've all been high on Central this year. Tech has been overlooked. Jeremy Vest on the hill, and he was brilliant. Central was threatening early in this game with runners at the corners. Vest would get out of the jam just like he would all afternoon. He only gave up 5 hits. Oziah Kelly, the Knights' ace in the hole, was on fire in the early innings with a big whiff there, but the Ravens offense would finally get to him in the 5th. Bases loaded, and Cameron Tinley puts that one out to left. 2 runners coming in to score. This throw not in time. Runner is safe at the plate. Ravens would eventually jump out to a 7-0 lead on Central, Devin.
Yeah, Vest completes the shutout, Brandon, allowing just 5 hits, so that's definitely one of the best games a pitcher has had this season.
Yeah, the crafty lefty getting it done for Tech, as they are now 13-1 on the season. Bayside Championship for this coming Tuesday at Purdue Stadium in baseball will be Colonel Richardson taking on Stephen Decatur. Decatur spring sports programs have been on point, as they have been for winter and fall sports as well. Everything Decatur in the South.
Yeah, they're really good. But I want to talk about Colonel, 18-1 on the season. Their only loss was to Bennett. The Colonels have been nothing short of dominant all year. They have Daniel Hessen, who just might be one of the best pitchers in the Bayside.
Yes, so this should be a fantastic game. The Seahawks, no joke as well, 17-2. Their only 2 losses were to Delaware teams, so they swept the Bayside Conference. So this is going to be a fantastic game at Purdue Stadium coming up 6 p.m. on Tuesday.
Yep, now we got to turn things over to girls soccer up in Delaware. What a game we saw last night. It was really exciting and a very dramatic
We saw
finish.
some great games this week.
Now, this game, Brandon, was 1-1 a few minutes into the game, and that will be the last time any team would actually score, because it will be a long time before anyone will break that tie. The rest of this game was filled with near misses, tough saves, and even doinks on the crossbar. Neither team would score again in the first half. Things wouldn't be different in the second half either. The goalkeepers for both squads were active, deflecting shots and coming up with big saves. So this game would go into overtime.
Yeah, Lily Baker was great for Delmar in goal. This game would need extra time, and here you go. Bailey with the goal with 1 minute to go in double overtime. Bailey Phillips would be the hero for Delmar as they take it 2-1 over Sussex Tech. So right now we've got 3 different teams in the Bayside, or Henlopen South, I should say. It's up for grabs right now in girls soccer between Indian River, Delmar, and Sussex Academy over the next 2 weeks. Should be a great race for that Henlopen South title. Now to another great game from Tuesday. Sussex Tech hosting Caesar Rodney. Scoreless game, and they draw first blood right here. Pass to Brianna Gabbert. Here is the shot, and a nice save there. Tech would score first in this one, but the Riders wouldn't waste long answering back. It's Alex Lenore passing to Elizabeth Serrano, and we would see green grass in front for her. This shot would be blocked by the keeper. Ball is loose. Serrano's second chance, and would get it by the keeper and put it in. And that was great persistence right there from Serrano.
Yes. Now, the Riders have momentum on their side, so we're going to fast forward to the second half. Benson gets the pass, and she gives it up to a freshman, Anna Hake, and she sneaks one past the keeper for the go-ahead goal and the game winner. So Riders take the W 2-1, and they move to 9-3 on the season.
Fantastic games there. That'll do it for the A block. We're calling our first time out, but when we return, Devin, you've got a great story. Local athlete spotlight when we come back on After the Whistle. Don't go anywhere. That and more when Delmarva Sports Insider returns.
Hey, this is Coach Evick, head coach of Cape Baseball, 2-time state champion. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.